Welcome everyone back to our farm here in Kandelin in Farming Simulator 22 in the northern area in Germany called, I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce it, so I call it Kandelin because that's the name of the town that we're actually in right now. So last time, if you guys recall, we got the rest of the wheat planted on our field down there out east. I need to pull up these field numbers so I recall. And I was going to plant grass on our grass field down there. Well, it's not our grass field because I couldn't plant the grass, if you recall, not in the right season. So what I did was, in last episode, I planted oilseed radish. I figured since we couldn't plant grass because, grass, as it happens, as of October, out of season here, I planted oilseed radish. So at least, I already had the planter out there, right? And when you already have the equipment already in place, so I put in oilseed radish so that next month we can chop that up and have an extra layer of fertilization there, so there's that. Let's back down here. Nah, we're not going to the farmyard. I want to go check on our wheat that we planted, which was last month. Now here we are on October 2nd. There's definitely some stuff to do today. We have things going on at the farm here. So thanks so much for joining me. Wait for Hans there to cross the road. Let's check on our wheat. Planted it last month. I haven't had a chance to get down here yet. And I have worked some on the farm. Oh, it's getting a better view to drive here. I have worked some on the farm. And yes, I got the rest of that planted down there. Well, I did that last video. What I did do since last episode was I went back to our oilseed radish field. I'm just going to call it our grass field because that's what it's intended to be. I went back to our grass field and I rolled it for a nice, some nice layer of topsoil there. It's all rolled, sorry. And realized I did not do so down here. I forgot to do so down here. Nonetheless, the wheat should be growing nicely. Where does our field start? Oh, probably at that line of bushes up there. All right. Yeah, I just hopped in that camera angle because, I don't know, I was having trouble holding the truck straight. All right. Ooh, look at this. Our wheat looks very nice. All right, so yield bonus. Oh, that's right. We need to fertilize this. I'm glad I stopped by here. I could have possibly forgotten that. The way things are here, we're going to have to fertilize this month or we'll be crushing the crop wherever we go. We can only drive over in the first stage of fertilization, and even then, only with narrow tires. So this is the month we need to fertilize it. Oh, and speaking of fertilizing, I saw something very interesting that makes me feel very stupid. I don't know. I've said a couple times that we were going to be, I know I've said it in the last two episodes, that we were going to be using the lime spreader to fertilize and trading fertilizer, but trading it between fertilizer and lime. Well, I completely forgot that we have a fertilizer sprayer. It's in the farmyard. It's just because I haven't used it yet. I haven't properly registered it in my memory. I was driving past the farm as we're about to be here in just one moment. I was driving past the farm just a couple days ago, and I saw, where's the farm? Oh, there's our silo. There it is, right there. There's a sprayer right there by our liquid fertilizer tank. It's on the back side of the workshop, right there. You can see it from the road, but you don't see it from inside the farmyard, in my defense. That said, we have a sprayer. We have everything that we need to fertilize on that field. However, one thing I haven't said, we do have a job to do today. Remember I said something about I think it'd be fun to take on some contract work, and certainly it would, because it'd give us some great starting funds that we need for our farm. Well, a contract we have us a harvesting contract, which is really great. We can just start off on our farm here with some contract work. I'm just going to kind of park the truck in here, although we'll probably need it in a moment. All right, so shut her down. Yeah, I got everything put away here. I think for the most part, it's pretty neat and tidy here in the tractor yard. So I did take a contract for us. It is for about, we'll see, I think $27,000, and it is harvesting this soybean field down here. I've not been down there. No, it's fair to say I've not been down there. So I'm not sure how big the field is. I figured for some extra adventure, we're going to use our own equipment. I figured if we want to do contract work, and like maybe make that a mainstay here at the farm, we need to get equipment for that. So I didn't take the equipment they offered. I think we have everything we need here. We do have a harvester, which I have not used yet. Well, this is the first year for our farm here, and I like harvesting. I'm quite pleased that we get to do it so soon because I didn't expect to pull this equipment out till later. But here we have some harvesting equipment, and it's already loaded up for us. That's what we're going to want to use. And this is what we're starting off with. I will keep an eye out for any good used equipment that happens to come up on sale. But right now, that's our pickings for today, and there's nothing used there that we can, well, use. But that's it. So I think we got everything we need for the harvesting contract. So we have that fertilizing to do. All right. Well, let's get started with the harvest contract. I've not even been down there yet to scout out where it is that we're going. Let's get the harvester warmed up and out of here, or in a position where we can use it. Haven't even fired this guy up yet. Our T560 here. And let's see. Roads here are pretty tight, and I've thought about that, and we got some ways to deal with that. Let's kind of pull this out here a little bit. Well, we're parked in here pretty tight. Let's pull this out here. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do like I was doing with the with our air cart and our hoe drill. I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to take these out there separately. The roads here in Kandelin can get pretty tight in places. Visibility drops definitely when you're driving through the trees as well. So we're going to drive these things down separately. Before I take the harvester down there, though, I want to kind of know where I'm going. Let's let this thing kind of warm up here for a bit. All right, let's take the truck down there and kind of get an idea where we're going. So we're going down field 42. Let's go ahead and confirm that on our contract screen here. Field 42, we're taking that to somewhere. I'll figure out where we're taking it when that time comes. But yes, it is field 42. And let's put it in drive and get down here. So I think, let's see if we can get down there. We're going to want to turn this way. Yeah, I'm going to go past this and hang left at the gas station up here. And it should be pretty much at the end of the road on our left. This field we're going to is where it should be. All right, let's see. What road are we on? Okay. Well, this is the big sunflower field, so we're actually on the other side of it. You know what? Yeah. Sometimes I just got to know where I'm at. Really new to this area. No, that's that sunflower field. We're in the right place. Good. We are where I thought we were. Excellent. There's two big sunflower fields. This is the one here that borders our field. This is the road I thought it was. Every once in a while, it's not shameful to pull out a map and see where you are. Ah, there's the other sunflower field. Is that it? Well, wait. You know what? We're going this way. There should be a windmill up ahead. Yeah. So apparently this should be the way. We're looking for a soybean field, of course. And let's slow down on these back roads here. And it's going to be a ways up here. Wow, these fields have gotten... Yeah, it doesn't look like October, does it? Well, I guess they went through and harvested this yesterday. That's some pretty quick work. I mean, that is no small field. They must have come through and harvested that just yesterday. I wouldn't expect to see the fields this barren until like November. But there's a whole lot of nothing down here. Well, I guess it'll make it easier to find the soybean field in. So we just need to keep going down this way, and the field should be, I believe it's on our left, yeah. It's going to be a little bit down here, though. Yep, pretty big area between these three towns here. All right, so here we've got a cornfield. We kind of lose the road here, but I was expecting this. I got directions down. I got some very basic directions. I mean, yeah, I had to refer to the map, but basic directions where we're going to pass a windmill and we're going to be on a dirt road for a minute. I knew that there wasn't a proper road down here. Let's see. Soybeans, where art thou? And I don't know how big the field is yet, so we're going to check on that. Let's see, where are we going here? Well, yeah, so this might be it up here. Well, I'll slow down. I'm on a dirt road. I don't want to hit a bump and wreck our truck. This looks like us right here. So, well, one thing, it's pretty easy to get down here. You know, I think we could actually pull the combine and header down here, except for that little bit we have to travel on the road. That's right, in town there. So, is this the field we're harvesting? Yes. And it's not small, but it's not the biggest field either. 15 hectares. We can do that with our T560, with our John Deere harvester. We can definitely handle this. And hey, look at the bright side. We're going to have, well, there's lots of bright sides. We're going to make money, and we're going to have soybeans to keep at the end of this. So, all right, so we know where we're going. Now, we do have to get the harvester down here. And I'm just kind of thinking in my head, what's the best way to... I still think it's probably best to pull the header down, well, maybe not all the way separate. If we can get, I think it'd be best, just because that road through town up there is pretty small and there's a lot of traffic there. Maybe take the harvester and the header separate, you know, and just get down onto this road here, because this road here is pretty lonely. There's not going to be any traffic here, and I think that'll be the way to do that. So, all right, well, I'm looking forward to getting started on this job. And of course, also sometime this month, I need to remember we got to fertilize our wheat field. But I'm going to get back up to the farm and let's get some of our equipment where it needs to be. All right, here we are back at the farm, and I've grabbed one of our tractors. So where we want to take this header is there's a place where we took a left fork, and that's where we're going to stop seeing the traffic. We're going to want to take it down to there and join up with the harvester past that fork. Past there, we won't see any traffic, if that makes sense. So yeah, we got a little ways to haul this here, and you know, actually, let me do back up just a little bit, straighten this out so we don't get hung up on this pole here. All right, so we're gonna take this kind of easy does it down to that fork in the road. Now, I've left our GMC, our pickup truck, it's parked down at the gas station just in case we need to use it for the traffic as a pilot car, because these roads are not the widest. Now, this is my first time, obviously, maneuvering equipment like this on the roads here in Kandelin, so we'll see how this goes. But this is going to be most definitely an easy does it scenario here. So we get this down there. Yeah, I've got the truck parked up here just in case. You may have noticed I've got some road cones on the flatbed. Yeah, I went ahead and got a couple of those in case we need to block off some traffic here or there. I think we'll be good. That was the hardest part right there. I didn't want to pull this behind the harvester and create that much more machinery on the road to have to work around. Plus, it can't hurt to have another tractor down by the field anyway. We're going to have to get tippers down there and, well, other stuff. Now, hopefully our tippers will be enough. We've got a 15-hectare field to work with. I'm not sure the capacity of our tippers yet. A lot of our equipment on the farm, this is, you know, we're just kind of breaking it in here. So we're going to see how some of this stuff works. hey, that's what's fun about being new to an area. I'm new to this area here in Germany, and so yeah, we'll stop seeing the traffic once we take this left fork wherever it's at up here. Well, it's a beautiful drive down to the field, that's for sure. And I think here's where we fork left. It's easy to miss, I know that much. Yeah, it's right here. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and pull this and find a spot. We can pull this off the road here. Just leave room to get the harvester by. I'm going to take this back to the farm, and because we're going to want to have this to bring down our tippers. And I will catch up with you guys. Ooh, watch out for the cars. I'll catch up with you guys back down at the farm. All right, so I mentioned earlier that we got some things picked up and cleaned up around here, and everything was mostly put away. And yeah, I did find a place to put our seed drill and our air cart, indoors no less. Our farm here has a lot of great buildings and places to keep things, and we actually had room because you can't really back this equipment up. The seed drill does not like to back up, but it will. The air cart, there's no way you're backing this up because the front axle swivels, unless there's a way to lock the axle. But the point is, there's really no way to back this equipment up. And luckily here on this side of our west side of the farm, we got just enough of a pull-through area to make this possible. So yeah, I was able to break this equipment down and store it in here. Very handy. Well, you know, the spaces here are so tight, but it's good to find a place to get everything put away. And so yeah, everything here is kind of probably, you know, kind of finding where everything is going to have its place. Now up here, these are the tippers that we're going to use, and they're not very big. I'm guessing the hopper from the harvester is probably going to fill one of those tippers. So we're going to want to look at getting bigger tippers. This could mean a lot of trips to offload this harvest. Now let's go ahead and hook this up, but we're going to leave this here for now. We got to get the harvester down there to the field, so let's see how this is going to go. All right, so if we can carefully get this down to where we left the header, down just past that fork in the road. That's what I'm aiming for here. Very carefully. Look out, citizens of Kandelin. We are moving some big equipment. Now, I imagine that over time working here, we're going to find a better and more efficient ways to get where we need to go. For instance, there might be a slightly not as direct, but maybe easier route to get where we're going. That said, it's not too bad here. Right here, we're really past the tricky part. There's some traffic, you know, there's going to be some traffic coming up here, but no pedestrians or anything. And I'm sure on this road back here, they'll be more alert, looking for large equipment. What with these large fields we have. The view gets pretty tight down here. And, well, yeah, we've already driven down there with the truck, so we know that we have all the room that we need to get this down there. And then I'll just have to go back and get our tippers. And I really fear that they're just going to be inadequate in size. You see, I don't want to get our tippers down here and then my ultimate fear that they're simply not big enough and then have to make more trips to get bigger equipment. I think it's going to be in our interest to get a better hauling solution for the grain, though, because I really don't think our tippers, are going to be big enough. All right. So it's a beautiful October day. Let's get down here and get to harvesting some soybeans. I'm looking forward to get a lot more harvesting done for the locals here. Make us some money. Everybody wins. There we go. All right. Well, we just got a beautiful drive down to the field. You know, honestly, I think that I'll keep an eye open for this. I think I might have been able to attach the header down there and drive down here, but I don't want to do that and get caught out. But let's keep an eye out for anything that might stop us from doing that. But it might be possible to actually, maybe even in the future, clear clear some staging points where that can be done. Say, for instance, clear a staging point back there to be maybe buy a small plot of land, right? And create a staging point where we can set our equipment up if it turns out that we can drive it down here assembled. But I think there's space down there to do that. Just trying to think ahead of anything that might help us in the long run. Boy, this sunflower field is something. It's really gorgeous when it's planted. It kind of creates a bare and empty look back here now that it's been harvested. I wonder what they'll have planted there next year. All right, here's where our road turns to dirt. And yeah, I don't see any reason why this header wouldn't fit through here. Well, let's just take it down there. Oh, I was about to pull over there and assemble it here, but let's just pull it down here. Oh, we got a little creek there. Yeah, you see a lot more things when we got a higher point of view here. There's no reason to assume we can't assemble this down here. I would like to look at some other future land purchases that could make farming in different places around the area easier. As you've seen, this is a pretty big area. A really big area. And I can see a lot more of the field we're harvesting now that I'm down here. Wow, it looks a lot bigger from up here, from this higher point of view. Still, 15 hectares is 15 hectares. It doesn't change the size, but it looks bigger, doesn't it? Just an ocean of soybean. Yeah, that's the same field, all right. Yeah, I don't remember there being an island of forest contained within the field, but then again, we had a kind of a low eye-level point of view from the pickup truck. And boy, now I'm kind of wishing I'd taken my idea of assembling the header elsewhere. Well, I'm sure it'll open up somewhere up here. Yeah, we got space right here. Yeah, I'm eager to get started on this field. See what we have to work with here. Now, the header we have is 7.5 meters wide. This harvester will handle a bigger header. I've had a look at that. I think this harvester could possibly handle a 12-meter header. Possibly. Definitely bigger than 7.5 meters. 9 meters for sure. But the limiting factor there is cost. Big headers are expensive. So we are going to be working with a 7.5 meter header for now, which is doable for a field size of 15 hectares. But we need to get to work. But I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for bigger header for sure. It's yeah, turning right here. All right, let's get going with this, and let's see how this field goes here. Now it's kind of a tight turn to get onto it from there. Well, just this one, yeah, just this first bit here. There we go. And this field is mostly straight east and west. It just looks like we got, yeah, just enough to have a nice little pretty area back here. Working on a bit of an incline, and it's not precisely straight, but again, just enough to be a beautiful little drive. So at least we got, yeah, you know, pretty scenery to look at while we're harvesting. And we'll have to see how our tippers are going to stack up to the task. And of course, I'll have to look and see, you know, find out exactly where we're taking these crops. As I'm still new to the area, I've got no clue where we're going with them, but yeah, we'll sort that out. Yeah, this is a mighty big field. 15 hectares though, that puts it, you know, 50% larger than the field we have. So it'll be a good solid day of harvesting. For the contract pays $27,000, and well, that might just pay for the tipper that we're probably going to end up needing to haul some of this. I'll have a look at that here in a bit. All right, it cuts pretty close to the edge of the field here. There's a tree. Where is it at? Yeah, there's a tree pretty much right on the edge of the field there that I almost hit. Yeah, that's why I want to get the borders of this field done. And we could probably do some straight east and west runs. See how that works. But for now, I want to get the edge trimmed off here so we don't hit any of these trees because they cut pretty close to our field. Yeah, first time on this one, obviously. And I don't know what to expect, you know, as far as that goes. Anywhere else in this area, this is as far south as I've been from town. Well, it looks like we might just be able to do a full lap around the outside of this field. I'm thinking so. We're down here at the east end of the field, and our hopper is getting close to 40% full. So I think we can get, yeah, we'll be able to get back to the road, I think. And meet our tippers there. Of course, we'll have to go back to the farm and grab that. And it also looks like, yeah, one hopper from our harvester here is going to fill one of those tippers. So we're going to get 2 hopper loads and then have to run to the drop-off point. So looking for a larger means of carrying grain is definitely going to be something. Oh, we're going to have to cut pretty close to this fence, aren't we? Yeah. Well, there's 10% completed. Whatever that means. Really, you know, it's like, hey, but really all that means is we have 90% of the field left to harvest, so, yeah. You know, I'm looking at that cornfield there to our right, and I'm not sure how big it is. I'll have a look at that, but I might see if we can get some work on that field. Perhaps, yeah, it should be ready to harvest next month from the looks of it. I really do like the idea. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I like the idea of developing a fleet to hire out and help other farmers. And we've got a corn header. I wouldn't mind heading out here and helping them maybe with that field. Could be something good work to do, because I'd like to own more land for our farm. But of course the land here is big and it's not cheap. I'll have a look at the size of that cornfield. But yeah, looks like we might even be able to make it all the way back to where I started harvesting and get one full lap of this field, so that we have more room to maneuver our machine here. And I'll check that cornfield, because we might be able to harvest there next month for some more work. And just want to see how big it is. So if we kind of look back over the field, well, yeah, you know, it does look really big, but 15 hectares is not that big, right? And you can see it. Yeah, we'll get this done. But I'll definitely be looking for any equipment that we can afford that can help us out in these endeavors, because future contract work that we may want to do could be, you know, simply out of reach. This field was definitely a good size to work on, but some could just be a no-go until we have, well, we'll work towards getting better equipment for our farm. All right, so yeah, we got that. Let's park this, let's just leave this right here. I'll pull up the tippers and see, let's put this down. Let's shut this guy down, because we're going to be gone for a few minutes. Let's have a look at this cornfield over here. Oof. Wow, it's a ways down there. All right, so I'm going to leave the harvester here for now. I'm going to catch a ride back to the farm, and we're going to bring those tippers down here. All right, back here at the farm to get our tippers. And, you know, I've already expressed some concern, of course, about the size of these tippers versus the size of that field. And I think before we go hauling all this down to the field and find that it's not big enough, let's spend some money and upgrade the size of our tippers. Let's get something bigger. I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. It's definitely a decent trip down to the field. And yeah, I don't want to be in the middle of one of these long trips and then find out that we should have come with bigger trailers. So let's take care of that now while we are relatively close to the store. All right, here at the store, let's we're gonna drop these trailers off here, and we're gonna buy something a little, it's gonna suit our farm a little better. If I can get these two into the yeah, here's how we're gonna do this. Let's go ahead and disconnect this rear one. We're going to have to pull these in one at a time. I mean, really, realistically, to make this easier, that's what we're going to have to do. And we'll sell these. All right, so we can sell these for this much each, $9,500 each. And I know what we can. I've already looked at what we can get here, and there's something we can get that's going to be not much more expensive and hold a lot more. I've already checked that out and decided this is definitely the way to go with this, because you know, I don't want to get halfway through that field and find out, you know, be wishing that we've done something different. All right, and this one actually sells for a little bit more. It must have been in better shape. So here in the trailers, what I found for us is this guy right here. Little Eastern Bloc trailer, and it's going to hold, yeah, more than twice as much, and just for a little bit more than we sold the other ones for. So I'm going to pick us up 2 of these, and yeah, luckily we can hitch these together. So I'm going to pick us up a couple of these, and that will, yeah, obviously really increase what we can carry. All right, so I got us these 2 trailers here, and yeah, so net we went down about $6,000, but we doubled what we can, yeah, what we can carry back. So that's going to be really good there. All right, so let's get these guys hooked up and haul these down to the field with us. Get this guy, and now hopefully, of course I haven't driven with these yet, hopefully these guys will work fine when towed in tandem like this. And it's got the hitch to do it. And how's my backing? Oh, my backing is fine. It's not close enough. There we go. All right. Let's get back there. Shifting the drive, and let's see. They're not small. They're not light. But hey, that's kind of the thing, you know. We had 2 very not small, but, you know, not big enough tippers. Now we're kind of back where we need to be, and it shouldn't be any problem getting these to the field. However, one thing we should look at is taking a different route down there. Now, there's no better way down there. Any other way is going to take us through one of the other 2 towns. Nope, nope, nope. So the best way is still to drive all the way through Kandelin and head south. I was just trying to find a way, and you know, there's a lot of roads. There's a lot of back roads and areas here. It's possible in the future we'll find, and likely that in the future we'll find better ways of getting around here. But until that time, I'm going to take this west through Kandelin, hang a left at the gas station again, and I'll meet you guys down at the field. One thing I got to say about this tractor, I haven't driven this tractor a whole lot. I'm definitely not out of the tractor yard. This tractor has mostly been there doing things. But driving this on the roads, wow, this is a lot easier to take on the roads than that big John Deere with its dual wheels. This tractor drives like, our New Holland here drives like a dream on these roads. Yeah, I just thinking about that, you know, as I'm snaking these big tippers through the town of Kandelin. This is a dream driving on these roads here. Nice and easy. Oh, we got to start looking for pedestrians. Look out, people. Look out, pedestrians. Big tractor coming through. Now we'll see how this handles this turn up here. Well, fine, I'm sure, as long as there's no cars coming north on that road. Yeah, it's good to get an idea for that stuff and how much room. We got plenty of room on this road. Plenty of room on this road. Yeah, this is definitely a long drive down here. I mean, we already knew that, but this is quite the drive down here. I'm glad that I didn't stick with those smaller tippers. I would have ended up regretting that because, you know, I just realized as I've been driving for a few minutes, we're not even on the dirt road yet. But here's the cornfield, and so we know that the soybeans are right. Oh yeah, how big is this cornfield? Let's have a look at that actually. Let's see. So, wow, that's a lot bigger. I would like to do a contract there. That was no lie, but yikes. I mean, that's over 3 times bigger. Okay, let's have a look at it on the map. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a big boy there. 45 hectares. That's not an insignificant amount of corn, but I still want to do that contract, but not with the equipment we have. Oh, it's gorgeous out here. All right, let's get our... we're almost where we're going now. Now we are almost where we're going down this road. Wow, that is a... well, I guess, you know, driving up and down the soybean field, looking over at the cornfield, it looked about the same size because east and west they are, but when you come out here, most definitely not. Oh, yeah, because the soybean field is way down there still. All right, now we are finally back up at our soybean field. So now, good thing we brought these tippers. This will allow us, we can dump, we can take 4 hoppers. And we can take 4 hoppers with the grain at a time instead of only 2. Just better, you know, overall. I like the sound of this tractor. I think it has a unique sound to it, if you really listen to it. Anyway, this New Holland here, I think I think for now, the place to park these tippers, let's just park them out on the road here. It's just going to be the best idea. Probably better for the field, too, if we park them on the road. Now, that is assuming our auger pipe from the harvester will reach up here. And because I got those wooden extensions on the top, I just kind of like assumed it'll be good. Assumed it'll work. We'll see about that. So the next thing we're going to want to do is find out, of course, where we're taking this. Yeah, for now, let's... well, this is pretty tight quarters here, but I think... yeah, just tight quarters just for this first bit here. There we go. We are not close enough. Of course not. There we go. Let's get this back over the tipper here. There we go. Alright, so... yeah, we'll have more room for future loads for sure, but this will take 4 of these hoppers down there. And let's see exactly where it is that we will be going. Okay, so I found where we're taking it. We're taking it to this eastern town out here. So we are down here. We need to go on it's going to be quite an adventure. So now I'm definitely very glad we got these bigger tippers, because we are going to have to go to this far town over here. And where we're taking the soybeans is this drop-off point right here. That is going to be a whole adventure to itself. So, next episode we will be doing that. I wanted to go down there and kind of scout out that area and find that area today with you guys, but that's clearly going to take a minute. This is not a small map, and that's way down there. So I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching and following along, and tell me what you think in the comments below, and what ideas you might have for the farm, things that I've suggested, and so on. I'm going to do some more work here, and I'll catch up with you guys next time, and we're going to find where we deliver this and get to work on some other things. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm really having a lot of fun here on this map. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'll catch you guys next time.